Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just want to take the time to say thank you so much for all the new subscribers. I can't believe that I'm almost to 1,000 and I really appreciate it. I will try my best to provide you guys with more content. In this video I will be showing you guys how I created this snow globe tumbler using this acrylic 16-ounce tumbler that I got from Amazon. Right now I'm just going to clean the outside with some rubbing alcohol. I got a 91%, but you can use whatever you have at home to clean it. I'm going to wipe this clean and then I'm going to be drilling a couple holes in the bottom. Here you can see some examples of some snow globes that I have created. I have not added any vinyl to these. To a couple of them, but for this one I added some alcohol ink. You can see the glitter in the inside behind the mermaid. I created like a whole peekaboo effect to this one. I really love how it came out. It does not have a top layer of resin on top of it. It was just an example of something I wanted to create, and I will show you guys how to seal that bottom in once you put in the glittered and the water with the glycerin. With this snow globe, I use fine glitter, so I just wanted to show you an example of what the fine glitter could look like if you use that by itself versus mixing it with chunky. I prefer to either mix it or do chunky only, just because of how it looks. But yeah, I have yet to add vinyl to those. So now we're going to start with adding or drilling in the 2 holes on the bottom. You want to do 2. Only one we're going to make large to put the glitter and the water in, but 1 hole is just to kind of air out once we put that water in there. It kind of helps degas those bubbles that you may get. So I'm using this master drill that I got from Amazon. It was fairly cheap. I didn't want to buy a full drill for this. I wanted something that was smaller and that I didn't have to spend a lot of money on. So you do want to be careful when you're drilling your hole. You'll see it kind of poke through, and that's how you know when to stop drilling that hole. You can use your fingers or tweezers to kind of get rid of that acrylic that will be drilled out. You may end up getting some pieces in the inside of the cup, but you will be able to get those out once you make one of the holes bigger. Those pieces should be able to fall out. So here I'm just drilling my 2nd hole. And again, once you puncture through that first layer, you do want to stop so that you do not puncture that 2nd layer. You don't want any type of leakage, and you don't want to ruin that 2nd barrier. And again, you want to also get rid of any acrylic that may be surrounding that hole, and that may be on the bottom, and it will come out from the inside of any just so happened to fall inside. So now I'm going to change my bit out for, I'm not sure what these bits are called, I'm not going to lie. This one kind of has a lip on the end of it. It's just going to help me create or make the hole bigger that I need for the glitter to go into. So sorry, I do not know the names of these bits. But this is the tool, the Drill Master, that I got from Amazon, and it comes with a bunch of bits in like this clear case, so you will be able to have this piece if you do buy this Drill Master. It has like a small lip on it. It's a really small tool or a bit for this drill. So with this bit, I'm just going around in a circular motion to create that hole. I'm making sure that I'm making the hole kind of even, just because that bottom layer is a little thick. So you do want to make sure that you're going around in a circle to make sure that it's even all the way around. You can honestly make the hole as big as you would want it to be. I mean, of course you don't want it to be too big, but we're going to cover it with clear vinyl So it will cover that hole up. I've seen videos where someone has used a glue stick from a hot glue gun and then melted it to kind of seal that hole in, which is another option as well if that's the way you want to do it. And I know she suggested just to make the hole as big as a glue stick would fit. So that's kind of where my mindset is. But again, I've done that step for a couple of the snow globes, but I find using the vinyl a lot better. So here's the glitter that I will be using. I've got the gold glitter from Michaels, this green chunky glitter I got from Amazon, and then the white glitter I believe I got from Michaels as well. I'm just going to be adding a little bit of white in there, not too much. So here I'm just going to be adding some blue tape. You can add whatever tape that you have at home just to create a barrier behind the hole where the glitter will be going. I find this easy to do just because once you start adding that glitter on top, it could fall over. Just from experience of not doing it before and then kind of getting it everywhere. The parchment paper is also a good help to have down when you're doing the glitter because you can save some of it or just like an easy cleanup afterwards. So now I'm just pouring it in the hole, shaking it up, trying to get it in there, and again that tape really works out well. Of course the glitter will attach to the tape, but you're not really losing a lot. So it just helps to not spill it everywhere. So now that that is done, we will be adding in vegetable glycerin and also water. So the ratio that I do is half and half. I'm using one of my medicine cups that I do for my resin, and I'm just filling it up to I believe I did 30 ml. It doesn't matter as long as it's half and half. So if you did 15 glycerin, do 15 water, or vice versa. So I believe here I did 30, just to be sure that I had enough to go inside of the acrylic tumbler. So I've seen a lot of people do a different ratios. I've seen people do glue, they've done contact solution, There's other options. Just do what works for you. I do probably want to try the glue and other things just to see what works better. But for now, I'm just going to stick to what I've already tried that works for me. If you have any suggestions for things that may work better, that work faster, that gets the glitter kind of moving a lot better, please leave it in the comments below. I do want to try other things, so that would be a good option for me to do once I start making more of these. So once you got everything measured out and poured together inside of a cup, you want to mix it to where it's no longer cloudy. It doesn't take that long once you start mixing it for it to be fully mixed and look clear as if it's just water only. Just make sure that you do mix it before you put it inside of the acrylic tumbler. I think it's also nice to have another option outside of doing Starbucks cups, honestly. And it's a lot cheaper as well. They may not be as large as the Starbucks cups, but I do like the option for those that do not want a Starbucks cup. So not everyone drinks Starbucks, or even want that cup as an option. They are kind of expensive. I've purchased a couple of them before, and I just feel like I like this option better in a way. And also they're just hard to find. You know, when everyone is doing the snow globe tumblers using Starbucks cups, it is extremely hard to find. I do the reusable cups. I sell those, and lately they've been really hard to find. It is summer, so I feel like people are definitely buying them up and selling them. So this is just another option for those who cannot seem to find them in their locations. So here I just poured my solution into a application bottle I got from the Dollar Tree. You can use a syringe if you want, but this works just the same. And I'm just squirting it in here. You can see at the top how it goes in there. It's going towards the bottom, it's filling up, and the glitter is starting to shift. You want to keep adding your solution until it reaches the bottom of the cup. So now I'm just going to peel away. I don't longer need this blue tape on here, and it's better to see without it. So I'm just taking this away and then adding a little bit more of the solution inside of the cup. I really love how this looks. I love the green and the gold together. I'm actually making this cup for my friend. It's a custom cup. I did list it in my Etsy shop, but she asked me to do this cup. It's very summery. I'm going to add some vinyl to this cup in just a second. Doing some of those tropical leaves. It's going to say good vibes, and I really love how this glitter looks with that. So now that everything is inside, you do want to once again get a paper towel, or maybe use the one that you used in the beginning, with some alcohol and wipe the bottom just to get rid of any of that residue before we add the UV resin on the bottom, and also the clear vinyl. So the clear vinyl that I'm cutting now is Oracle 651. I just cut it to size to make sure that the strip covers both holes that we drilled. So it will fit perfectly. You will lay it flat on there, and then we will go ahead and add our UV resin right on top of the vinyl. When using UV resin or any resin, you do want to make sure that you are wearing gloves. I did put my mask on as well. The UV resin has a really strong odor, so you do want to be in a ventilated area. I personally wouldn't do it inside. I'm in the garage actually, so you do want to do it somewhere where there's some type of ventilation to where the smell isn't really getting to you, because it's really strong. I feel like even with my PPP on, I can still smell it. So right now I'm just going to do a thin layer, of course, because of UV resin, you always want to do it in thin layers. That's the only way that it'll be able to cure. And then I'm just going to sit here and spread it all the way throughout the cup to make sure that it's even. So now I'm going to use my black light that I got from Amazon. I believe I only really held it over this until I don't think I really estimated the time or tracked the time of how long. I just used my gloved finger to kind of feel the resin to see if it was done. It was under a minute that it was cured. I really love this flashlight for the UV resin. I think it works really great, and it was fairly cheap as well from Amazon. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over and look at the glitter. I just love it. I think it looks great. One thing you will learn with doing the snow globe is that it's good to let the water kind of settle with the glitter for it to be able to move a lot better. In the beginning it will move, but once it kind of is sitting there for like a day or two, it will definitely move a lot better. But I just love it. I think it looks so cool. So now that we have that bottom layer on there, we're going to add the rest of our glitter to the bottom. And we're doing this just to hide the bottom. I think it looks better just to add some of that glitter to the bottom, just to give it a really nice look and to seal that look of the resin, and to, you know, hide that vinyl as well. So you want to make sure that it is evened out. You don't want to do a lot, especially when it's chunky glitter. You just want to do just the right amount, because of course you'll have to sand it. If anyone has used chunky glitter on tumblers before, you already know that it is really hard sometimes to get it to lay flat. So just make sure that you are using just a perfect amount to make sure that it is spread throughout the bottom of the cup. So after adding that glitter on the bottom, you do want to add another thin layer on top of that just to make sure that the bottom is smooth. I really love UV resin. I feel like this is my first, experience using UV resin with these snow globe cups, because of course I would never use them on my regular tumblers because of the smell and everything. But I just love how fast it works. It makes me want to do other projects with this. If you find that your UV resin is still a little sticky after using the black light, you do want to stick it outside. You can maybe put it on top of your car when the sun is out or something like that, to where it can kind of sit face down, probably for 15 minutes, and it will be good to go. So now I'm going to start adding my vinyl design on here. I'm going to start by adding this white border that I created in Silhouette. If you've been subscribed to me this far, you probably watched a lot of my Cricut design videos, my how-to videos with that, my tips and tricks, and I switched to the Cameo, I want to say probably 3 months ago. It was right before the big, blowout with Cricut, with, them charging people to use this and that, and all the craziness. I really didn't too much read into it because I was already switched to Cameo, so I honestly, one, didn't care, and two, I switched just because of all the issues I was having with the design space. I was over it. I really honestly was. It takes a lot of patience to deal with that, and I had that machine for 3 years, and it was time for me to make a switch. It is definitely a good a machine and design space for beginners. So once you've been able to have that machine and master design space, I believe Silhouette Studio is definitely the next step up. There's a lot more features on there, a lot more things to do. It kind of makes me think of Photoshop in a way. I just love it, and I will be creating a video on the difference between Cricut Design Space and Silhouette Studio for those who have thought about switching and are unsure if they want to. So I will be making a video on the difference between the two soon. But creating this border, I literally just, did rectangles and angled one. I did an offset with this as well, just to create the thin line around the rectangle. So it was fairly easy to make. And sorry if you can't really see some of what I'm doing off camera. But now I'm going to be adding good vibes to it. And this is just holographic vinyl, gold vinyl, that I got from Tech Wrap. Oh, I love it. I love their vinyl so much. They have a lot of holographic vinyls. I will be using their grain vinyl as well for the leaves. One thing about adding vinyl to acrylic, it sticks. Like, it sticks really good, and it's hard to peel up. I will not be adding resin to the top of this. This is permanent vinyl, and the only way that it could peel up would be if someone wants to purposely peel it. Like, there's no coming off of this cup. Yes, you'll be able to feel the vinyl on the outside of the cup, but I don't see the purpose of adding any resin or sealing it with anything else because it's on there good. Experience with doing other acrylic projects, I believe that the vinyl sticks to it really well. So since I'm going to be adding a lot of leaves to this cup, I decided to do an offset in white, and I'm not going to be doing it perfect to where the offset will be matching up with the leaf that I'm putting on top. I'm just putting it on here to make that leaf stand out. So you'll see that in a minute. I'm putting that on there first and then layering the leaf right on top of there, but not doing it to where it lines up perfectly. I just wanted the white to be able to bring out without it kind of fading in the back or it all looking like one piece. So I believe the white definitely helps the design stand out a lot more with the glitter in the background. So here I'm doing what's called reverse weeding, and I'm doing that because this tropical leaf that I selected to put on this tumbler has really thin lines to the point where it was just hard to weed. So I cut it out again and decided just to reverse weed it. So reverse weeding is when you put the whole design pretty much onto the cup and then you peel away the extra vinyl. So here I'm just making sure that the leaf is pretty good on the cup first. I will peel away the transfer tape and then peel off the excess vinyl that will not be a part of the design. When you're doing reverse weeding, it's good to peel away from the design. It's a lot easier so that you're not peeling up the part of the design as well. And then you can definitely use your weeding tools to get any extra pieces, but just be careful that you're not scratching the outside of the cup with it. So now I'm finished adding all of the vinyl, and this is the final look. I'm going to take it outside so that you guys can see the design a lot better. I was just trying to make sure that some of the water was getting to the glitter, but I really love it. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like outside. Thank you guys so much for watching my tutorial. I hope they helped you in some type of way. Please don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment below any questions. And again, thank you so much for watching.